Hello, it is Sunday, March 2nd, 2025. Steve Sipress here, and this fiasco the other day in the White House it was just a loss for everybody. It's a shame. As a student and a proponent and an actor of sales and marketing my entire life, and my dad was a salesperson, so pretty much from the time I could understand anything. I was witnessing sales, then I was doing sales, been doing sales my whole life. And sales done right, of course, is a win-win, right? It means somebody has a problem, somebody else has a solution, and they make a deal. They get together. One exchanges value, usually money, to the other one in exchange for solving their problem. But if a sale isn't made, then the person with the problem still has a problem, and the person with the solution still has a solution and doesn't get any value to implement it. So nobody wins, everyone loses. That's exactly what happened with this Zelensky, Trump, J.D. Vance fiasco at the White House. I mean, unless something's got to happen here. Everyone loses when a deal isn't made here. Well, not everyone. See, the warmongering military-industrial what do they call it? The military industrial complex. Those are the big winners. The war companies, war manufacturers, all the warmongers, BlackRock, and all those. They profit off the death, destruction, and dismemberment, and just total horribleness of war. Whereas, I mean, Zelensky comes into that meeting and never wanted a ceasefire. Trump wanted a ceasefire, but Zelensky, I mean, over a dozen times, every time Trump mentioned we want the war over, he either smirked or he looked away or he looked in disgust or he just said right out, it's not going to happen, it'll never happen, this is a good start, but it's not going to work. We don't trust Putin. Who trusts Putin? Who the heck trusts Zelensky? Who trusts the United States? Nobody trusts or should trust anybody. However, Trump wanted a ceasefire and act like so he could be seen as some kind of big heroic hero. And Zelensky, for whatever reason, did not want the ceasefire. He had multiple reasons for it, but therefore, no deal was made. No sale was consummated. It's a lose-lose for everybody except, again, the military-industrial complex, the big war machine that profits from all this. It's a shame. I mean, people are dying every day, buildings are being destroyed, money is being, if you ask me, totally wasted. I mean, the amount we spend on arms, you see the price tags on these tanks and missiles and bombs and just the equipment that you got to put onto soldiers. Or what, unbelievable, ridiculous, extraordinary amounts of money that could be done, it could be used for so much good, is used for bad. So something has to give. Zelensky has to either stop. I mean, it works sometimes, doesn't work other times. Zelensky knows that. You've seen him during the war wear a suit, like when he went to meet with Klaus Schwab or whatever, the WEF, to try and extort money from them. Of course, he wore a suit, so it's not like he's incapable of having respect for the surroundings he's in. In this case, he just chose to wear the childish outfit and act like a child, and it backfired miserably and didn't get the job done. So he either has to come in with hopefully get another sales appointment and come in with a different tactic, dress respectfully, act respectfully, not all these grunts and lookaways and groans and curses under his breath and disrespect, arms folded and all this crap. Just cut the crap. You want to make a deal, make a deal. You don't want to make a deal, don't make a deal. But then people just keep dying and things just keep getting destroyed. And only the warmongers and the war machine wins. And to me, that's just a shame. I don't own stock or have any shares or have any interest in the military-industrial complex. I have no desire to see them win. I have desire to see people not die and cities not get destroyed and threats of nuclear war not continue to happen. And the whole thing sucks. So let's go. Let's make a deal. Let's put our big boy pants on and put our egos aside. I mean, this is just one part of the deal. Trump's got to go to Putin and go like, well, I got to deal with the other guy. And then he's got to do the same thing with Putin. Good luck to this whole thing. Hope it gets done. But massive things have to change. Either Ukraine's going to get rid of Zelensky or send someone else, or Zelensky's going to make a big change. Easy to me. He can change on a dime. I mean, the whole thing's just an act. He can and he's a professional actor, right? He can certainly act differently if he wants to get a deal done. Hopefully he does. But all salespeople can learn from that experience. And all salespeople watching it understood everything that's happening. If you have a clear mind and not a biased mind watching it, you're like, man, that just went south almost immediately. Every time Trump said, we want peace and we want a ceasefire, Zelensky shook his head and, made a sign and whoa, there was no meeting of the minds. There was no sale getting done. The salesperson gets kicked out of the house. Get out of here. Not going to buy your stuff. And see ya. But then, of course, Trump's between a rock and a hard place. He can't just stop funding the war and stop giving armaments to Ukraine and just, let Putin roll in there and take it all. You can't let that happen either. So the whole thing is a disaster. Hopefully, people come back to the table, act like adults, and get something done. Because as salespeople, that's what we got to do. We got to put aside our previous misconceptions and our personal feelings, and you got to dress the way you got to dress. You don't dress the way you feel like it. I mean, Trump likes to play golf. You think he wears a suit and tie when he's playing golf? I'm pretty sure he's much prefers to be on a golf course dressing in a polo shirt and casual, but he's in the White House meeting with the head of state. He's going to dress appropriately. The other head of state doesn't, and then acts like a 5-year-old. Like, what a mess. All salespeople can learn. If you want to make a deal, don't do that. And that'll do it. I'm off the high horse for today on Sunday, quote, Fun Day, March 2nd, 2025. Thanks for being here today. I saw some names go by. Toadmeister is here. That's the last name on the screen, so it's the only one I see. Thanks for being here today. I'll catch you tomorrow on Money Making Monday. Over and out. Tobe has a comment here. Thank you. It's very important to read the room and pick the path, but if the path changes, then you need to change quickly, shift. It says see more. If I press on this, will I see more? Oh, look at that. Man, that's a lot of stuff here. Our customers could change in all different phases of the presentation because maybe they now understand or maybe they want to stand their ground, but you need to shift your tactics sometime. Of course, right. Exactly. I mean, even Biden, years ago, there was reports of Biden, yelling at Putin and getting upset with him for the same petulant child act. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And like Toadmeister points out, sometimes you come in with one tactic and one plan. You got to be able to change midstream if you want to get the deal done, which apparently, again, Zelensky did not, for whatever reason, want to get this deal done. It's a shame. Everyone loses. Hopefully, a deal, a sale, a transaction, an agreement gets done for the good of humanity, not for the good of the funders of war. Thanks, Toadmeister, and everyone else. I'll catch you tomorrow on Money Making Monday.